Happy Valentine's Day, dollies.
Valentine's Day.
We're
The day
here. The day
we're
of love.
here. We're thriving, kind of.
We're existing.
Yeah. Trying to be festive,
We're
but
trying.
yeah.
This was actually a Valentine's Day gift like years
Ew.
ago from Pete, and I really wanted it. So I didn't think I was gonna I didn't think he would buy it. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get that thing for myself. And then on Valentine's Day, he gave it to me, and I was like, oh, I have to go return it because I also bought it. It's like from Marshall's.
Ooh, that's
But
so cute.
ugh,
Oh, I love. What are your plans for Valentine's Day today?
nothing. Literally before this podcast, we've been gone all day. Arkham and I have at like homeschool group, and I picked
Yeah.
up Pia coffee for like a surprise. He's making me a chai right now. And I like everything just took forever. Like I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
But I can't imagine being out tonight. I feel like everything will take forever.
Yeah, I'm sure. I feel like it's one of the busiest days of the year.
And then I was just kind of chilling in bed because I don't feel great. I haven't vomited today, but I think I vomited once since our last podcast. So, me, still going.
Yeah.
I'm 13 weeks tomorrow. Um,
Exciting.
so maybe rounding the corner, let's all hope.
Yeah, seriously.
But our tradition used to be to go get Cold Stone cupcakes, like the
Yeah.
ice cream cupcakes,
Yeah.
and watch Valentine's Day, the
That's so
movie.
cute.
So maybe we'll be able to watch Valentine's Day, the movie today together. I don't know.
You think you'll get the cupcakes or no?
We haven't gotten them in a long time, like many years, because I'm pretty sure they're dyed. I have to check, but maybe we'll get other cupcakes. But yeah, ice
Yeah.
cream cupcakes or just going to get Cold Stone sounds really good.
Yeah, I know it does. Yum. I know
What's
I'm
your
like,
go-to Cold Stone order?
I will either depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But I will either go for like a brownie or like cookie dough one, like a chocolatey, not like chocolate ice cream, but like vanilla ice cream with like chocolate something in it. Or I will go for like a strawberry one with
Oh,
like
interesting.
crackers and strawberry, like a strawberry shortcake type of one.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, so it depends what kind of mood I'm in.
Mine's always, well, I switch between two different ice creams because they're kind of taste the same to me, but my
Yeah.
fillings are always the same. I always get cheesecake ice cream or the sweet cream. They're both
Mm,
good. And
yeah.
then graham cracker crust and the chocolate chips.
Yum.
Delish.
I know. We love this ice cream place near us. It's called McConnell's.
Mm.
And it's just so good. And they have this brownie sundae and it's so good.
Ooh.
They also have like the cookie ice cream sandwiches that they make, like they'll make it for you. Those are really good, but just like a standard cone with like a scoop is
Do
so
you
good.
go for the cone or do you go for the cup?
I usually will go for a sh like a cake cone or a sugar cone, like the little ones, not the waffle cones. I'm not really into waffle cones, but I kind of like the little ones.
I don't know why I'm just not a cone person. I'm
I
always
used
boring.
to not be. I used to do the cup, but then like I don't know. I the past like few years I just love a little cone at the end.
I did forget that Pete bought a bunch of strawberries and he was gonna do chocolate covered strawberries on cupcakes. So
Nice. Nice.
forgot about that.
I
What
know.
are your plans?
He does have dinner reservations for us tonight. I don't know where. He said Italian.
Mm,
So, I'm guessing it's probably somewhere like near us, like in Studio City. So,
yeah.
because that's like the spot for all like the restaurants.
Now, is it hard to park or is like their valet usually, or what's the
Yeah, it just depends on the place. A lot of them will have like parking in the back, or there's street parking also, or there's valet. So you kind of have like options. But a lot of the restaurants, it'll be like the restaurant. But then like if you go to the back, it's like parking in the back and you can like also enter in through the back or the front.
That makes
Um,
sense.
yeah, so I'm excited for that. He woke me up with flowers and an
Mm,
iced coffee and a chocolate croissant and a bag of chocolates. So,
what kind of chocolate?
Lindor.
Oh, those are the best.
Yeah. So, that was cute. And I also made him like a little Valentine's Day box. He wanted a picture of Serena to put on his desk. So I got him like this picture frame off Amazon and it's like the double one that kind of opens and sits like this.
Oh, cute.
And I was like, okay, like I'll put a picture of like him and Serena in there that I think is cute. And then I was like, but I'm also going in there. So he got two.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it was like a double one with him and Serena and then me and him. And then
Cute.
he had like little goodies that he likes, like his little like favorite candies and stuff like
What is
that.
his favorite
So,
candy?
he loves, as of right now, he loves the nerd clusters. You
Oh,
know,
I
yeah,
would not have guessed that at all.
the nerd ropes one, but it's like cut like that. He loves those and they're actually really good. And then he also loves the I don't know what they're called. They're kind of like the sour gummy worms, you know, like the crawlers or
Oh yeah.
whatever. Yeah. He loves those and he also likes just like Reese's. So I got him those.
Hmm,
And yeah, so he liked
cute.
it. Yeah, I wanted to ask like uh do you think that because I see both sides where girls say like, "Oh, Valentine's Day is for the girls." But then people are like, "Oh, well, you should still get your boyfriend something." What do you think?
So I usually I don't know what P and I usually do for each other. When we were dating, like and young, I used to always make like a DIY gift for him.
Yeah.
And I feel like he always would get me flowers and stuff. But now, like for the last few years, my focus has always been Arkham. So I usually make him like a really cute gift basket. This year I didn't do it, but I was like,
Yeah.
it's okay, it's just 1 year because I knew he would be getting homeschool Valentines and
Yeah.
um so usually I like his first Valentine's Day, he was like obsessed with Bert and Ernie. So I made him like a little card from Bert and Ernie and I got him like the Bert and Ernie dolls. So I
That's so
always get him something. So I think it's important no matter the male or female.
I know because it's like a holiday of love. Like you're
Yeah,
celebrating
not like
love.
women's. Like on Mother's Day, am I gonna get him something? No.
Right, right. But it's like, yeah, the holiday of love. So I know I always like to get him something little too.
I will
Yeah.
say at the chiropractor's office this week, they had chocolate out. Usually we don't eat like any of the mainstream candies, but it sounded so good to pregnant me, and I love Kit Kat. They had Kit Kat, and
Yum.
they had like white chocolate with the pink things in it, so we couldn't have that. But they had like these things. We got them when we were in our honeymoon in Ireland before they came here, and I think it's like almost by Cadbury, but it's like such good milk chocolate with caramel inside. Oh
Yum.
my God, it was like
That
a
sounds
dream. I
so
could
good.
eat that candy right now.
Yum. I know.
Are you a white chocolate fan? Like white chocolate chips?
I do like white chocolate, but not with for everything. I
I like people love white chocolate macadamia nut cookies, and I'm not. I don't like cookies with crunch in it or any dessert with crunch. Leave the nuts out, please.
Yeah, I do like white chocolate, but I don't know if I would say that I like it better than regular
It's
chocolate.
an interesting taste. Like in the cookies and cream bar, good.
Oh
No.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Or like the Lindor white chocolate. I'm not a
Yeah.
fan. Yeah. But anything else that's white chocolate,
Yeah.
no.
I know. I actually really like the mini white chocolate Kit Kats. The mini ones though. Not the big ones because they taste different. I swear they taste so different. The little mini bag is so good. Those ones I would forever choose over the regular ones. But it's the big version, like the regular size version, I would choose the chocolate, like the regular chocolate. Because the white chocolate of the regular version just doesn't taste the same as the mini ones.
We should do like a candy tasting
Yeah.
or like something like snack tasting podcast.
Yeah, we should do like a blindfold.
Oh my God, that would be so good. Can you guess which one's the mini white chocolate versus the red?
Yeah,
I
seriously.
love seeing those with podcasters and they're like completely wrong. They're like, this is Starbucks. And it's like
Yeah.
7-Eleven. And they're like, this is Keurig. It's like
I
McDonald's. I'm
know.
like, wow.
Yeah, we should. That would be fun.
Love it. Okay.
Um, what else?
What's your biggest red flag? Like if you're going on a date, if somebody's going on a date tonight, first date,
Yeah.
what's a red flag that's like happening at dinner, you think?
Um, I feel like I have a lot.
I feel like it's a lot.
It's a lot. Like, and it's like small things too, but if they're doing it on the first date,
I feel like pay attention to small things. I think that a lot of people are like, well, it's just a small thing. He just did it like one time. He probably doesn't usually do that. Or she. We're not, well, we're
right.
just saying what we're used to. I think like pay attention to the small things because
Yeah.
it's gonna make a difference in the long term.
Right. Totally. I think like if he or she is checking their phone a lot, like not really giving you their attention, that'll drive me crazy. Like, don't ask me out on a date and then you're like texting.
What if they have kids?
I mean, yeah, but obviously like tell me,
Yeah.
be
Or
like,
like
"Oh,
my dog's sick
I have to be
and
on
I have
my
to keep
phone
watching the
because
camera.
of it." Yeah. But I think it's so rude to just be like on your phone when you're like supposed to be like getting to know each other. Another thing is I am not a fan of
I think I know what you're gonna say.
the guy asking the girl to split the bill.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of that. A lot of girls are like, whatever, like I could pay for half. And I'm like, no.
What if it's a clearly like a bad date? Like clearly it's like this is not going anywhere. Are you willing to
No,
like I'll
I think
just pay my half so I
regardless.
can leave?
No, I think regardless he should pay for it. Especially like if he's the one that asked me out. Like I'm out here. I said yes to you. So like I came here for you. So like you wanted me you asked me out on the date. So
So pay.
yeah. So did you not come with intention?
I,
I don't know. I feel like there's like 50-50 and I am one to like offer, but I'm not really offering. I'm offering to be like kind on my end and like but if he was like, "Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, you could pay for half." I'd be like, "Oh, I was just kidding."
and do you ride in somebody's car on a first date? Or do you
No,
drive yourself?
I'll always meet them. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's sketchy.
Yeah, like one, you have to tell them where you live to pick you up. That's not a good
True.
idea. Two, yeah, if it's not great or
Then you can leave.
yeah, then you can just leave. So I usually will always just meet them there. And then if it goes good, like by the third date, I'm like, okay, you're trustworthy. Pick me up. But
It's my address.
yeah, put it in your phone, save it. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like standards wise, I feel like I have kind of high standards. I don't want to say they're unrealistic, but I just feel like I just want a specific type of treatment, you know? So here we
I
are.
feel like we're just so opposite. Like this
I
is one
know.
area in life that we're so opposite.
I know. I'm like, I don't know. And I don't know if it was just like
And
how,
nothing's wrong with it. Like
yeah, totally. Like whatever works for you, like do you, that works for you. But I'm like, I've tried to be like chill and be like, oh yeah, like, you know, you don't have to do that. And it's just not make me feel good. I'm like, no, I need you to do this stuff.
okay, drinking on the first date.
Yeah, I think that's fine. As long as you're not like drinking to get
Excessive. Like start with a round of shots. Is that like
yeah. As long as you're not throwing them back. Um, yeah, because I feel like a lot of people will go on a first date and like go get drinks if they don't want to spend like an hour and a half at dinner or
That's true.
something. But they're like, oh, let's just like go get drinks and like chat and we could be there for 30 minutes. If it doesn't work out, then see ya. If it does, then we can get dinner next time. I don't know.
Is
I
there
love
something?
coffee.
Oh, that is so cute. And like for Valentine's Day, what a cute date.
I know. I'm like, I love coffee dates, but
And I feel like they can be short or long.
totally.
I mean, like it's like it could be a short coffee date, like, okay, that's not working out. I'm gonna take my coffee to go.
Yeah.
Or like we can be in here for 4 hours talking.
Seriously, it's so cute.
Is there something somebody can order, drink wise or food wise, that you're like, oh no, turn off
Um,
or red flag?
I feel like not drink wise. I mean, obviously, if they're like tequila on the rocks, then I'm gonna be like, oh,
You're going hard.
yeah, like, oh, that's interesting choice. But so I think like something like that, like a really intense, like alcoholic drink
Like
is
a scotch. Like that's like an old man drink. Like, are you 70?
yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's just like to casually drink like that is a little too much for me.
Aggressive.
I don't do that. But for food wise, I feel like if we're at a nice dinner and they're like, "Can I get the chicken strips with French fries?" Judge them hard. I'll be like, "We're at a five-star restaurant and you're getting the chicken strips?"
Right now, that sounds amazing to me. Throw
I
some
know.
freaking
Same.
huge blue cheese chunks on it, and I'll eat
Yeah.
it.
I know, same. So I don't know. I feel like if they're like a super picky eater, then I'll probably be like, oh God. But it's not gonna make me not date
Date
them. So
them.
just like,
Just a little bit of judge on it.
yeah, I'm
What
judging
if
for
they're the type that's like, I know you hate this. I thought this is what you're gonna say. When they're like, oh, Marlene. Like the the server's name is Marlene. They're like,
oh,
Marlene?
and they call oh God, I do hate that. I don't know
I
why.
hate it.
Which is
Is
like
that
I'm
turn
like
off
there's
or red flag?
but I'd be like, do you know her?
It's my ex-girlfriend, actually.
Yeah, that's our waiter. Yeah, I do. It's Marlene, our waiter. Oh,
If
right.
you're looking for a good movie, by the way, it's oh my God, now I just lost the title. You might know it. It's a Netflix movie and it's got like it's a cute Valentine's Day movie. I was gonna say Love Guaranteed. It's so
Oh,
cute.
that is a really cute movie.
So I feel like that's a good Valentine's Day. Okay, this is so freaking hot. I want to sip, but I'm terrified to burn my throat.
Be careful.
Um, okay, well, I am so different and I haven't been in the dating pool for a really long time. I actually haven't been in the dating pool as an adult. So I feel like it's very different.
But I do want to ask because I know that you said that now like your focus is Arkham. But I want to ask that when it was just you and P and you were like envisioning your guys' future with kids, did you like have that like in your mind that that's probably like how it was gonna go, or did you think that it was gonna go differently?
Hmm, that's a really good question. I have always known that we'd be really kid-centered
Yeah.
in our lives because our parents didn't always put a lot of focus on us.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, maybe I thought things would be a little different, but we've also changed over time. Like we're pretty minimalist, so it's like gifts. Like I thought about going to the dollar store, and then I was like, I just don't want a bunch of junk, like that I'm gonna throw away in a month. So yeah, maybe back in the day, I did think it was gonna be different.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I
Because
ever planned to go out for dinner for Valentine's Day because I've never been out to dinner for Valentine's Day.
I know. I'm like shocked that like we have reservations. I'm not shocked because I didn't think he was gonna do
Yeah,
anything. I'm
he never
shocked.
does anything. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Because I don't put like I'm not like, oh, you
We need
have
to
to come.
go out to dinner.
Yeah. I'm
That's
just
a red flag, by the way. If you have a lady who's like, you better, like,
no
threats or like, you better
threads.
hit me,
If you
Three
feel
dozen red
unsafe,
roses sent to my work, and you better take me to a place where everything's above 30.
I know, crazy. I know. Like I know I see people get like jewelry and stuff, and I'm like, oh, Valentine's Day is great, but like at the end of the day, like
Don't buy women heart shaped jewelry. They don't want it.
I know. Um, I always tell Jamil like I'm just happy with like an iced coffee, like something that like all like I love and like it's not like gonna go to waste or like
Gonna
things
be
like
consumed.
that.
And flowers
Yeah,
or
exactly.
plants.
Yeah. So, yeah, he told me this week, he's like, we have dinner reservations on Valentine's Day. I'm like, okay. Which obviously it's kind of crazy out on Valentine's Day, but I love like the gesture and I love like I think why I feel like I have these standards is because I love seeing like the effort makes me feel so special and loved.
I agree. It's like the gesture. I was gonna say, what do you feel about Valentine's Day proposals? Cliche, like it. And what about proposal in food? I'm so curious about this one.
I personally wouldn't want a Valentine's Day proposal. I don't think I would want a holiday proposal.
Yeah.
I'm also not like super mad about it.
Yeah, you would be like, no,
So
ask me
yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, there's still like some, cuteness to it and like, obviously it's a holiday of love, so it's like a cute memory. Um, but yeah, I don't think for me, but you never know. Food, I don't know. I've seen some that are really cute.
Like the break open ones, that sounds fun. Like the break open chocolates. But like
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of dangerous to like put it into a cake or like and not tell somebody. I legit feel like that's not safe.
Yeah. Like you take your eye off the ring and then it's like, where is it?
Where is it? You
Swallowed
finished?
it. Swallowed it. Yeah. Has no
Or break
idea.
a tooth? Can you imagine?
Yeah. I know. So I think it can be done cute, but
Not a
messy.
preference.
Not a preference. Um, I was gonna ask something. What was I gonna ask? Oh, okay. So I feel like obviously on social media, uh, like couples or whoever it might be, not try to make it like a competition, but there's like this culture on social media that's like, oh, if he's not doing this, then like end it.
Yeah.
Or,
Not posting about me.
right. So it's just like kind of crazy stuff. So what I've noticed in like the past 2 years is that uh girls are like, oh, like he has to ask you to be his Valentine before January ends. And then it's like, oh, okay, then he has a week before Valentine's Day to ask you to be his Valentine. Or like, uh, if he really loved me, he would have asked me to be his Valentine already, or something like that. However, and then like I was kind of thinking about it, and I think like last year I brought it up to Jamil, and then I was just like, are you gonna ask me to be your Valentine? And then he was like, oh, like, yeah, like on Valentine's. I was like, yeah, right? Like, why would you ask me before Valentine's Day? And then he's like, yeah, it's on Valentine's Day. And then, but everybody's like, it's before Valentine's Day, but they're supposed to come with like flowers and an iced coffee and chocolate and be like, will you be my Valentine? But like in school, all that stuff was done on Valentine's Day. Like we weren't on Monday being like, let's ask our Valentines. Like you would show
So
up to,
one thing that like I'm not confusing with, but it's making me think of is like asking somebody to a dance. It's like if there's a Valentine's Day dance, I guess you'd have to ask them in advance.
yeah.
But like to actually be your Valentine, you're not gonna show up the week before, like you said, and be like, "Will you be my Valentine?" Your chocolates will be gone and your flowers will be dead by Valentine's Day, but will you be my Valentine?
So Jamil was like, "Oh, like you were supposed to like show up on Valentine's Day and like it's Valentine's Day and you're like, "Oh, will you be my Valentine?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's like how I remember it too." And then I see other people saying that too. They're like, aren't you supposed to ask on Valentine's Day? Like we would show up at
Maybe it's
school.
us, the old people.
Yeah, and then some people are like, yeah, but then like, social media culture is like making you feel like you have to ask beforehand. But like when you're in a relationship,
I feel like in a relationship, do you even ask?
I mean, this morning,
Unless you're trying to be somebody else's Valentine.
right, exactly. This morning he asked me when he gave me the flowers. He said, "Will you be my Valentine's?"
And if you
Yes.
say no, does he take it back and
I
drink
know.
your coffee in front of you?
Yeah. By
Then you
saying
can
no
have it.
to coffee. Yeah, so I always think that that's interesting because I feel like that used to not really be a thing to be like, oh, 2 weeks before Valentine's, he hasn't asked me to be his Valentine.
Guess I'm finding someone else.
Yeah, so I don't know. That one's interesting to me. Um, what else?
What's a green flag? Like, what's something that's like either a turn on or a green flag that somebody does on a first date that you're like, okay, I like it.
Okay, I'll tell you all the green flags that I saw in Jamil when we went on the first.
Love it.
He got there before I did.
Oh,
Great.
where did you guys go on your first date?
We went to Bossa Nova, which is like it's a restaurant. It's like an Italian restaurant, but they kind of have a little bit of everything. It's bomb. Um, and so he got there before I did, which I liked. He paid, which I liked.
And he didn't lag and wait for you to offer.
Yeah, he didn't. He declined my offer, and he wasn't on his phone. And then after dinner, oh, and he was like asking questions about me, which I was
Love. If you're
like,
not asking questions, get out of here. I don't even want
yeah,
to be your friend if you don't want to know about me.
yeah. Because I had gone on dates where like they were just so set on um selling themselves that it was just talking about them the whole time and like how
When you
great.
ask them questions, they just like answer and then they're like, okay, next question. It's like, bitch, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, or I'm like, okay, like I just know like your entire life story, but like you don't even know what I do for work. Um, so yeah, he was very interested in like who I was. He was asking me questions, and when I was telling him like about my job and stuff, he loved how like motivated, like he loved those things, which I
I was
thought
gonna
was
say, do you tell somebody your job on the first date? You think that's,
yeah, I think you do. I mean, maybe you don't have to be specifics, but like, oh, I work in this or I
yeah,
work, but not like super
I feel
specific,
like it
like
could be sketchy.
work. But like I feel like if like him, he's like, oh, I'm an accountant. Okay, great.
Okay, that
Or
makes
like,
sense.
yeah, I work in plastic surgery. Okay, cool. But like maybe just like the field. But and then also when he walked me to my car, another red flag. And not
Did
only
you
did
say
he
red
walk me,
flag?
I mean green flag.
I was
Another
like, what?
because you can't let him know
I was
what
like,
car
he's
he's
about to murder
driving.
you in this story. I'm waiting.
For real. Another green flag. And then another one which I really liked is that when we were walking on the sidewalk in the street, he did like the sidewalk rule where like the guy stands on the outside of the sidewalk and he puts you, but like he puts you there. Like he's just like, here, come on the
Did
inside.
you hold hands?
No, he didn't hold hands. But I was like, oh, he's cute. So those are my green flags.
Did you guys kiss on the first date?
No, he didn't kiss me till like the third date. I
What?
was like, does he not like me? He was just being respectful. But like I was at the tail end of my dating era and I was just used to guys just trying to like not
Get it
even go
in.
out on a date. Yeah. And be like, you just want to chill in my car. And I'm like,
Ew.
no, really. So then he like, yeah, he was very respectful to the point where I was like,
I feel like that could definitely be a hard thing when you actually meet somebody good. You're like, maybe they're not interested in me.
and I like flaked on him the first date. So this date was a rain check, and I showed up like 10 minutes late to the second one. So I was like, the one guy I like, and I do this.
How long do you wait? Like if somebody's like standing you up, you think, like how long you show up?
Oh God, I don't know. What do you think?
I think if there's contact, 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah,
But
I was
I feel
gonna.
like if there's no contact after 10 minutes,
Oh
like they're
yeah.
not answering their phone or they're not like texting anything, I'm out.
Okay,
Actually,
so
I'm staying there and I'm gonna enjoy
right.
myself. But if
Yeah.
you show up, you can't. So yeah, if you show up after like 10 minutes of no contact, no. Unless you have a damn good excuse, like something better eating your phone.
Yeah. And I was also gonna say, like, what if it's like Wednesday and you guys are, he's like, oh, okay, like, do you want to do dinner Friday night? And you guys agree. He sets the place, he sets the time. You guys are going to meet there. And then you're talking on Thursday, but then Friday comes and you don't hear from him at all. Are you still going and showing up, or are you taking no contact that whole day as a message that it's not happening anymore?
Maybe I'm a little pathetic or hopeless romantic. I think I will show up.
Yeah.
Now, if I have kids, if this is me pre-kids, I'll show up just to see. After kids, no, I'm not showing up.
Yeah. I
If
don't think
you
I
show up,
would
you can
show
text
up.
me back.
Yeah, I don't think I would show up. I don't know. I'd be like, hello?
What if somebody tells you? Yeah, they do. On the first date, they're not interested in having kids.
Yeah, then like it probably wouldn't work. If we have like different ideal goals for the future or like goals that don't align, then it probably won't work.
Do you think you say like, oh, okay, well, thank you so much, but like clearly we're different people.
I mean, at the actual date, I'm probably not gonna say that. I'll just like go along and say what I am wanting. But then afterwards, I would probably send a text and be like,
And do you ghost? Is
no,
there
I usually don't ghost unless I've told them multiple times, like, no, and then they keep texting, then I'll just like ghost them straight up and stop responding. But I used to be pretty honest and like upfront. So I used to say, like, oh my gosh, like, I had a great time on the date, but it's like not there for me. But like,
not
thank you.
meshing?
No hard feelings.
I think there is reasons to ghost someone. Obviously, that wasn't a thing. I'm trying to think like what was I never really was in the dating world. Sad
I
to say.
know.
Because he and I got together in 2011 and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what technology is like now technology is really different.
Yeah, totally.
But I think definitely if somebody's creeping you out or if somebody seems aggressive, it's better to ghost them than tell them the truth.
Yeah, if you feel like they have anger issues and you've already kind of hinted that it's not working and they're not taking it well, like do what's best for you. I've
I think
definitely
there's
ghosted people that need to be ghosted, and then the ones that I know, like tell them, and like maybe there'll
better
be
to
a little
be honest.
disappointment, but at least it's like, you know, I feel like at a certain age, it's just so much easier to just be like, okay, like we tried and like it wasn't there, but that's like literally what dating is, to just like see if you can connect. But yeah, so I don't know. But yeah. As of right now, before kids, I'm saying that I hope that when we do have kids, I am still his priority in a specific type of way. Obviously, not for like everything, but in like these things. And I
We
think,
try to like stay up and
yeah,
watch like a movie like on New Year's and stuff, but it's
yeah,
hard. I feel like, I don't know, we're so different and we don't really have anybody that we trust, you know? Like if
yeah,
you were here, I would let you watch Arkham so we could go out. But like there's very few people
Way too many trust issues.
that we just don't have any time alone.
yeah, yeah. No, I've already told you, I'm like, listen, even when we have kids, I'm like, when you walk through the door, I'm like, you need to acknowledge me first, okay? Because I am your wife and the mother of your kids. And I also think it just sets like such a great, healthy relationship example for the kids too, which like I love that. I feel like I never got that, and I don't think Jamil did either. So that's something that I think is really important for us is that we like model like a healthy relationship for the kids, you know? Like
Yeah,
I want them to be like, ew, guys, stop. Like it's so gross. If we're like being cuddly or like cute together, or like, oh my gosh, like I just want them to say like, oh, like my dad loves my mom so much. It's like crazy. Like, yeah,
I know.
I know. You wish that was you. Just kidding. Like this morning he was giving me the flowers and the coffee and chocolates and stuff. And Serena comes over. I was like, it's not about you. I was like, I was in his life first, okay?
We got you. All right.
Yeah.
And what
Uh,
did you get Serena for Valentine's Day?
I got her this cactus toy. It's like a like turquoise with like a little pink thing and like it has like a noise in it. She loved it. I know.
I wish Greta liked toys, but then again, it's not great for kids because then they'll steal their stuffies.
Yeah. Yeah, she's so cute. She'll get like super excited, but then she'll just like get over it. She'll play with it for like 15 minutes and then she's like, okay.
All right, bored.
But I'm like, she shows her appreciation, which I like.
Do you think you
Um,
need a Valentine's Day card?
I don't think you need it.
I feel like cards are kind of a waste of money.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're so expensive and like
Like, I'm not paying
have
$5
expectations.
for a piece of paper with an envelope.
Yeah, I would rather just have like a love letter or like a love note, you know, that I could like keep and then like open up in like 10 years and be like, oh, remember when you wrote me this letter? And it's just like, oh, like you know, a cute like actual like love letter, not just like Happy Valentine's Day, I love you always.
Hallmark.
Yeah. And then trash it because keep it for what? So I would rather have like a sentimental love letter, I think. It's a nice gesture, but not necessary.
And what's your flowers of choice?
Um, I I don't know. I think I really like tulips.
Oh, I
Lately,
wasn't
I've
expecting
been
that.
liking tulips. But I'm not picky with flowers. But lately, I feel like for the summer and the spring, I just like love, I think tulips are so cute and they look so like clean and aesthetic. But I don't think I have like, oh, he needs to get me these ones or like these ones are my favorite. What
I'm
about
not
you?
a rose person.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, they're pretty, and I never would plant them at my house. Obviously, with kids, it's like
Yeah.
nightmare with the thorns and stuff. But we did have a rose bush growing up with like pink roses, and it smelled so good. Like every time you walked up to the house, it was like so fragrant.
Yeah.
But I love peonies, which is actually the state flower of Indiana, which I love.
Cute.
And I kind of consider that as a name, but I think it doesn't sound good enough.
Yeah.
But I love the chubby flowers. Garden roses. I like
Oh,
those, like the chubby ones that were in my bouquet.
yeah. Those ones are pretty.
I'm not super picky. The only ones that I don't love as much, but P loves, are the stargazers, like the stargazer lilies. I do love them, but they're annoying because they drop their pollen all over the place
Oh,
and then it
yeah. I
stains
love those, but then,
and they
yeah,
smell so good.
they so much. So you just got to be
Drink my
careful
chai.
about it. Start going downhill. But I saw this really cute thing, and I don't know if it was on Drew Barrymore's talk show or Kelly Clarkson's talk show. But it was a clip, and she had like two people on and they were talking to this like I don't know if it was like a florist or a professional flower person, but they were like, okay, so you see all the hacks of like, oh, add sugar to the water, put a penny in the water, like how to make your flowers last the longest or
Ah,
something. And they were
yes.
like, how, like, do any of those work? And if so, like, what should we do? And I thought it was such a sweet answer. And it was a guy, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. He was like, brace yourself. And he was like, flowers are not meant to last. And then he was like, I know. He's like, it's sad. He's like, but flowers are a reminder to like live in the present because like not everything lasts and like instead of trying to like, you
Keep
know,
them alive or look good.
how long they can last, he's like it's just a reminder to like enjoy them while they're here and stop and smell the flowers. Like and I thought that was so sweet.
That is cute.
I know. He's like, flowers are a reminder. He's like, they come, they blossom, they go away. I'm like, ah.
I
So
miss my home bouquets. I'm so ready for flower season. We're ready for spring. Oh my
yeah,
God.
oh, I bet you are.
You know what else I love? And I was trying to look up if they grow here, but I don't know what they're called. They're like bright yellow balls and they're like
Oh,
flowers. And I love
dandelion?
those. Not dandelions because they're just round. They don't even have petals. They're just like perfectly round. And I used to buy them at Trader Joe's in California, but here I don't know.
Huh, I don't even know.
I feel like at Trader Joe's they were called like Billy Bobs or something, but they're so cute.
Really? I'll have to keep my eye out next time I go to Trader Joe's.
I love them. And I just love like white flowers with like mixed colors
Yeah.
in it. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You can't go wrong with flowers. Some girls aren't into them
That's what I was
because
gonna say. I feel like a lot of people are like, they remind me of death and like they die. And I'm like, yeah, I mean,
like vulgar about it. Let's be positive, guys.
put it in the compost. It's fine.
Right. They were gonna die anyways, whether they're like connected to
Picked?
the ground or not. Yeah. And like, what is it called? Pruning? Is that what it is?
Yes.
And like, that's necessary and it's healthy. I learned that from Desperate Housewives. Thank you, Brie Vandekamp.
Especially roses.
Right, exactly. So hold on,
Tis
Joy.
life.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else, I don't think.
Okay.
I mean,
Can
take
call it.
takeaways is happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy the
If
present.
you're alone, enjoy our podcast of us chatting about
Yeah,
random everything.
totally. And like Valentine's Day doesn't just have to do with uh like
Couple.
yeah, sorry, I thought Serena was gonna throw up right now.
Oh God.
Um
You're gonna catch it in your bare hands, you
yeah, I was
psycho.
ready. Is this about to get caught on live?
I would literally throw up.
Yeah, then you would throw up. Yeah, so Valentine's Day doesn't just have to do with like, your significant other. You can just,
Love your dog. You can love
yeah,
your
and like
child.
love yourself. Like take
Yes.
yourself for a coffee. Love your best friend.
How relaxing. Maybe because we're in a relationship and maybe because we don't have alone time that much, but like how relaxing to like go to a super fancy place, even just get takeout, like at like the fanciest restaurant. It's just one person, so who cares how much it costs? Get the bougie dinner, come home, get in your cozy sweatpants, pour yourself something you like to drink,
And
and
the best
watch
way
a
you can
movie.
talk. Yeah. You didn't have to have a conversation with anybody.
I
You
was about
can
to say something vulgar, but I'm gonna leave it out. I'll leave it out.
you're what? How you're supposed to end the night?
Yes. Nobody knows you better than yourself, okay?
For real.
So help yourself, enjoy yourself,
hmm
take
Even
a nice
like no
bath.
matter how long you're in a relationship, nobody knows you better.
Amen.
At least for the female, on the female end,
Yeah, I don't
probably.
know. Guys are pretty simple.
Oh yeah, they're deep.
God. Buy
Um,
yourself flowers, chocolates. You can afford C's candy. You're single.
seriously, do you?
All
And
marzipans.
yeah.
Yum.
Um, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our Valentine's Day special. Hopefully it wasn't boring. Hopefully we had some good insight.
And I'm sorry about the interruptions in the background. So, tis life. My dog's sleeping so peacefully, and I just could not be more jealous.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to go work out right now and eat.
I
So,
can't wait to hear about your dinner. And
yeah, next time we meet, I'll tell you all about it. He
And
said
we'll
it's
talk to you all soon. What'd you say?
I said he said it's at City Walk, actually.
Love how fun. And you can walk. I like, is it Buka? I feel
I
like it might be
don't
Buka.
know.
Maybe
I
it's
also,
not fancy enough for you guys though. I feel like you guys always go to nice places and Buka's not as.
I mean, maybe it is. I
If
just,
it is, can you please get something for me? Okay?
yeah,
It's freaking
yeah,
delicious.
I put it on the list.
It's so good. It's like the spicy, it's like, I don't know what it's called. I have to look at the menu, but it's so good. It's like fried shrimp, calamari, and like
Um,
the pepperoncinis.
Yum.
Oh my God.
I'm starving right now. Yeah, I don't know because I did see this thing that people said that a lot of places in City Walk were closing and they were like turning them into something else.
Oh, that's depressing.
So I don't know. Buka, is it still there?
Have you been to Buka?
Yeah, not in a while though. I honestly think the last time I went was with UMP.
Oh, that would make sense.
It says it's still there, so it probably is because I don't know if he's ever been there.
Oh my God, love. If it is, I'm gonna be so excited for you. You better text me. I'll be stalking your location, but
Oh heck yeah. I'll send you pics if you want them.
yes, I do. I do. I'm
Okay.
desperate.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like raw meat, like you send me a picture of dog food, I'm punching
Yeah.
somebody in the throat.
Yeah. No, no, no.
Also, I just have to bring this up because you brought up peanut. Ugh, I miss our island dates when we would meet at islands.
Oh my gosh. I was like, I
Yum.
love that was the best.
The best.
That and Red Robins was just
Oh
like
my God.
fun all the time.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yum. French fries. Yum. He's
Yum.
making scalloped potatoes right now from scratch, so I'm excited. I think they're done.
Yeah,
But I'll
P
keep
picked
you posted on what we have.
with the food and the coffee making for sure. Send some this way, Paul.
And so he's like walking around all day since I got here with like his black cooking gloves on. I'm like, this is
If that isn't a love language in its own, what is? At the end
oh,
of the day, I'm all like, we are sister wives. I need that too. Like, Jamil can get you flowers next time too.
we
Paul
need
can.
to live next to each other. I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening in life
seriously.
that we're not together.
I know. One of these days. All right,
One
guys,
day.
we will see you next time. We'll see you on
Happy
Monday.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Love
Bye,
ya.
dollies.